on to our Health Watch, where we discuss all of the topics that are trending in the medical world. And as always, we're so happy to be joined by Dr. Syed Hussain from Trinity Health of New England. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Glad to have you here. First things first, want to talk about the FDA. It has approved a new drug to try to treat hot flashes, night sweats, things like that from menopausal women. Looks like this might be a good replacement for hormone replacement therapy for women who don't want to take that.
Yeah, hot flashes, Tim, are a common complaint, especially in the perimenopausal age group of women. Current therapy is hormone replacement therapy, which comes with its own side effects and risks, including, risk of developing blood clots, cancers, and those women who've had stroke or heart disease are advised not to take it. So this medication appears promising. In the study, it did reduce the symptom duration and the symptom onset in study participants.
I feel like that would be a real game changer if this study comes out. So we'll keep an eye on that. There's also a new study that found that, and forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, I don't know if it's semaglutide or semaglutide, things like Ozempic. Injections can actually help to fight cancer. How would that work?
Yeah, a little word of caution. It's an interesting study. I wouldn't attach too much importance in terms of, okay, we take Ozempic and now cancer's gone.
Yeah,
that's not the reasoning here. We do know obesity increases the risk of at least 13 types of cancer. So some of that risk reduction is because patients who are taking Ozempic or similar medications will reduce weight. The study does indicate that some of the body's natural defense mechanisms, Tim, are enhanced by reducing weight, which Ozempic may have a role to play in.
So this would almost be a secondary, if it pans out, and again, one study, but it would be a secondary effect, not something directly that the medication is causing. It's just helping your body to fight it in a way that...
Absolutely. I think the bottom line here is it underlines the importance of reducing obesity, because it's increasing, as we all know, in this country, and it's a big issue.
Okay. Last thing we want to talk about, recreational marijuana use, of course, going up really here in the States, especially in the Northeast, but that doesn't mean everybody can smoke marijuana or take the edibles when they want to do it, especially pregnant women. I don't think this is a surprise, but why don't you talk about the risk factors there?
Yeah, this was a study done in individuals, females who are trying to become pregnant, and in the first trimester, using cannabis, using marijuana actually increases the risk of developmental abnormalities in kids. It reduces the birth weight, which is a really good prognostic indicator of how children will develop later on in life. So the bottom line here is, if you're looking to become pregnant, then please stop using recreational marijuana.
Do we have a good enough body of evidence as to the overall effects of marijuana on adults and children, or was the fact that it was and still is federally illegal, is that hampering a lot of the research that's going into it, in your opinion?
I believe so, to some extent, Tim. This study particularly looked at pregnant women and the effect during the first trimester. Now, if they continue using it, if a woman continues using a recreational marijuana, then the risk also, of course, increases, but it's most pronounced in the first trimester.
Absolutely. Okay, doctor, thank you so much for the knowledge.
Thank you.
As always, we always appreciate he can come in and talk knowledgeably about such a wide range of topics. It is a fountain of information. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Hussain, thank you so much. We'll see you again next week.